Very special Monday stream on the Farvifian Guard channel. And, well, hopefully everybody's having a fantastic beginning of their week. We apologize to everyone for Thursday. Ooh, gosh, sorry about that. Let me try to get this under control. But we had a bit of some stuff going on with the family and had to have some very important adult conversations about some family members. So, unfortunately, we weren't able to have our normal stream on Thursday, but hey, we're going to be getting started soon, so if you're joining us in the future, go ahead and jump forward to see some action. If you're joining us currently, I hope you're having a great day and going to have an even better week. And, of course, I'm Mr. Nobody. I'm the co-host of this channel, and of course I have my own channel, Mr. Nobody Presents, if you want to see any of my stuff. We have a number of different series going on in the channel today, and of course, all week. We have the First Descendant, which has been doing really, really well lately. We have Atom Fall, if you enjoy something kind of Fallout-ish, but more British flavored, I guess is one way to put it. We have some stuff for Zen Zoneless. Of course, the Mass Effect series is going on, so if you want to see that, you can check the playlist. It's on episode 21, if you want to binge it. And we have been talking about some various game news. If you want to see us talk about some of the news about the Nintendo Switch, some of the dumbassery that occurred with Marathon, or the whole shebang. We have a little bit of everything, and hopefully you'll find something that entertains you and you have some fun with. As usual, we'll be getting started very soon, so if you're joining us and you're kind of confused and you don't know what's going on, well, we're just getting everything set up in the social, and we should be getting started before too much more. Of course, it's always a little slow the beginning part of the week, so we apologize for that. But of course, Favre's off in another universe fighting, I think, Galactic Spawn or something. I can't remember. He's doing something important, and we'll be getting started very soon. As I hear one of the cats doing stuff. I am confused. Well, what are you confused about, Cold Fusion? Maybe I can help. You never know. I might. I might not. But, you never know. I could help. How you doing, Cold Fusion? Having a good time? Week's going okay? About the stream and the starting soon. Really? Well, we'll be starting soon. And the stream, I believe it is that Indiana Jones game that Favre had me take him a day early to pick. That was a freaking ordeal. Or as some of the kids would say, a real shit show. But yeah, hopefully it's not too confusing, but I hope you enjoy the stream and have a good time overall. Oh, of course, Favre's getting everything put out on the socials of media, and he'll be back in a few minutes. Oh, jeez. I've been working on a project. It's already going. Confusing. Also, it's been blank. Oh, what was that? Okay, dang it. Show me top. Blank, whatever that translates to in workday terms. Ah, jeez. I'm sorry, Cold Fusion. I can only hope that things get better, but But is it saying it's starting soon? Because I got the intro screen up. If it's still saying that, let me know. But I have it pulled up right now. Let me check.
It's playing for me.
It's same on that.
I think he might have been trolling you, dude.
Oh. Well, maybe. Cold Fusion would never do that to me.
And of course, this coffee work burns.
Sorry, everybody, but Favre got delayed by coffee.
Or the lack thereof.
The coffee has been holding him prisoner. We may never see him again,
Alright.
I don't know what the coffee wanted, but I wasn't willing to pay the rent. So.
Let's not be melodramatic here.
Oh, well. It's like they say. The show must go on. Oh, well. Had to roll the 600 subs over into my channel. If only it worked. Work is almost over. It's up. Was just being a dork about being confused. It's okay. When I thought about it, I was like, oh crap, is it giving or causing trouble? So I got a little concerned. Well. You know how it is.
I love that I sit down, I look over there, and you're actively doing something else.
What? I got this side project I have to work on for later thing.
I don't even remember what you're doing.
Well, I don't think it's not like a secret or anything, but I'm working on
the Contra games, maybe the Contra Wars. I don't think the Contra games had anything to do with coffee. Though.
Wasn't that the reason behind a That and ripping off action posters with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sly Stallone.
Yeah, that had a lot more to do with that, I think, at least initially.
Like, yeah! Those magnificent Japanese.
Well, that was an American artist that did that.
I know. But it's a lot funnier to say those magnificent Japanese.
I'll wait just another couple of minutes, see if anybody else rolls in.
But yeah, I'm working on a Space Wolf project. So I got some old sprues and some used ones, and I'm using it to make a 3rd edition Space Wolf army with the idea of, in the end, well, of course, giving it to you. And being able to kind of show it off. And hopefully people will like my work on it, but it's taking a little bit of extra time because, unfortunately, as much as it vexes me...
Hello, Phoenix. I guess we'll go ahead and roll out now since we have a few people who've showed up.
I got to get a hold of a old 3rd edition, and the sad part is I actually owned, I don't know what happened to my 3rd edition Space Wolf Codex. Guten Tag, mein Herr, Farvifian God, yeah. How are you doing, the most fabulous Phoenix, yeah?
Oh, by the way, for anybody wondering, that objective marker is only there because I was lazy. You don't have those by default.
Okay. So
normally I would take a little bit longer to explore, but since this is a stream, I don't want to be meandering around aimlessly for an hour,
So far, tell me, why are you part of the problem?
What problem? I don't.
Why did you let the evil tempt you?
Let's let a few people get in before I get into that debacle.
Of trying to avoid it, huh?
Oh no, I'm going to talk about it because it was dishonest and that's the problem, but I'm not going to do it yet. Open that shit up.
Why can't you just be part of the solution?
Didn't hear your cat, because there's no solution to this.
Why my cat yells at me?
You deserved it for that thing on your head.
Look, they don't have a lot of clothing options there. It's mostly stuff that they give them from the Super Bowl.
Oh, the Super Bowl, really?
Yeah, they do that all the time. When they do those shirts.
The Jovitos are watching to see
Whatever
it.
the losing team, they ship them off to Africa.
This is not even Africa, though.
Yeah, whatever. They're just not seeing the business potential.
Das ist gut.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad you're doing good there, Phoenix. Oh, man. But yeah, I'm just doing a little bit of work on this project. I'm not sure how much time I'm going to have this week. And part of next week could be a bit busy, too.
Depending on the schedule, yeah.
So
Go away, monkey. Get out of here.
It's one of those "are you kidding me" situations.
Maria Smirnova, huh? Okay.
So I gotta handle a dog who's got to go in for heartworm stuff, and
Oh
then
yeah,
there's
Phoenix wanted to know if you'd had a chance to go into Chill Stream and look at what he posted for you to read. Torshi, as much as that is relevant to me, I don't want to discuss that here.
for a World War One zombie team RPG. I have not. Which thing is it in?
He wants to know which part of a Chill Stream it's in.
That way I can take some time and check it out. Unfortunately, I have been kind of swamped all day, so I haven't really had.
It's been a long week again. We're only one day into it. The last week was terrible. The weekend was worse.
I have been really struggling with finding time to do much of anything without it being devoured by other things.
Oh, here's the tipo.
I also need to mute that, I realize.
Excuse me, it's actually Sapito. I don't know why it's misspelled in the text.
Probably a slight issue. Last seen in public.
Oh, I know.
Really
I
makes
know
you
what
think.
the left is trying to insinuate, and they can go to hell. But I'm just not going to discuss that here. Two men enter, one man leaves. Oh no, without getting too far into the weeds, I've seen some of their potential replacements, and I'm not impressed.
2 men enter, 1 man exits.
Hey, jerk ass, stop that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Also, oh yeah. But yeah, it's been an interesting bit of time. But yeah, I don't mean to ignore things. It's just sometimes I get absolutely no time. So it's in Thunderdome. Okay, I'll check that out. How you doing, Necro and Torshi? You guys doing good? Having a fantastic time. Had a good weekend.
Friend of yours. A competitor. He was good.
Torshi, I'm not going to talk about
Very, very
the
good.
church, the Vatican, or the Pope right now. I am in no mood to discuss that because that's a personal thing to my wife and I. Really just know.
He has a bone to pick with Todd.
Yeah, now that you're all here, we will.
Todd, but you know.
Yeah. Well, it is partially Todd. Okay, so let me explain this. Y'all know that this originally wasn't what?
I sorry.
This was originally an Xbox and PC exclusive game. Now, eventually, they wised up on that and decided they were going to do a release for PS5. And I don't know about Switch. I heard Switch, but I don't know for sure. But they are also, okay, yeah, we're doing physical releases. And me being a big fucking supporter of physical media, even if it's just the data install disc. I can still use it later, like I've said before. The problem is that Bethesda and Microsoft pretty much pulled a Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5.
Oh.
Now, if anybody remembers back when Pro Skater 5 came out,
It made me sad.
it came out and people booted it up and discovered that, yeah, basically, there are 20 gigabytes of data on the physical disc. There are 120 some odd gigs of data that have to be downloaded. And this was entirely on Bethesda, because they released the physical edition this way and told everyone it was going to be a complete physical edition. So, needless to say, when I found this out, I was not especially fucking happy. And I promised I'd do this for the stream because it won the vote, but it's why I'm not going to do this as a series, like recording-wise, because I'm not going to give this game any more support on my channel than this stream. Not after that fucking lie.
Stay out of the light.
Yeah. So yeah, that's really crummy that they literally lied, or as we'd like to say, deceptive marketing.
No, it's not PS Plus. But the issue is the installed data's not on the disc like it's supposed to be, like they were said it was going to be. So in other words, let's say if something happened, I had uninstalled this. If my internet was down, I couldn't reinstall this. The disc would be useless.
So when they shut the servers down, it's gone.
Yeah.
And how's it going, Paul? And he said, I'm shocked Todd lies. He's shocked.
Nobody is. It's just too bad that it was that serious. Alright, Sapito, get your ass
After
over here.
the Terminator games, how could Bethesda do this to me?
Those were DOS games, man. They've had a lot more egregious issues since then. Well, it was supposed to be a there's no. The plus is irrelevant. It's stored on the hard drive, right? But at this point, the issue is that because they lied, buying the physical edition is no different than having bought the digital edition. I don't need to have PS Plus to play it, but if I ever had to install it, I would have to be online again, because the data disc doesn't have everything on it. That's the issue. Like I said, they pulled a Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5. Sit your ass back.
It's a nasty thing to do to people.
It's the reason why people stopped doing that, or devs stopped doing that after Pro Skater 5, because it got so much bad fucking press. You either release the physical disc or you don't.
I actually remember when that whole thing went down, and I was just like, well,
no, I didn't buy, I just said I did not buy the digital copy.
No, it's the physical. It's just that it's effectively an installer.
Yeah, and it's not even the full installer.
It's actually stupid as hell. That
it's incredibly dumb, and it's more bad press that, frankly, Bethesda doesn't really need.
They lied.
Pretty much, yeah.
Exactly. No, you misunderstand. I mean, you are playing
I already
this
answered that.
on
I already
PS
answered
Plus,
that.
or did you buy it from a store? It
I
was
already answered
purchased
that.
from a store. Just reiterating.
No, dude. Most physicals, and I'm saying recently, have still had the complete data on the disc. I have checked on my install data and shit like that. It's just the fact that this one in particular was a complete fucking lie.
It was a Bethesda.
Because most of my physical discs do still have the full data on them.
Do you think that's how Microsoft feels about Bethesda after they bought them? Is like they got a
That
Bethesda,
they were a lie?
That they Bethesda'd them? Like Todd's over there, like seductive dancing behind fans.
Torshi, that's a whole different issue, and also, sadly, that's a typical thing with Capcom. A lot of the time, unless it says that the DLC is actually on the disc, and there have games I've gotten that have said the DLC was on the disc, and it was, it usually is just download codes for DLC on remasters and shit like that. That's sadly a common thing.
I hate that.
Okay, that's probably enough here.
Hell, you got Nintendo doing that now.
Yep.
Not that I'm going to give them
Oh,
much
shit.
slack, because Nintendo is as bad as Bethesda.
They're
They just have
worse.
better quality control.
In all honesty, they are worse. Fuck that, fuck that, fuck that.
Give me the whip.
Oh, you're supposed to jump. Okay.
I just want
He's not a mute.
I just want Sega to come
You
back
think we're
into the
set,
market.
so you have to stop here because dumbass has the whip. Alright, Sapito, hurry your ass up. Yeah, okay, fine. Here, take it.
Give me the whip.
Now, I know you're not going to give me that, you lying bastard. Okay, so now I have to do it this way. Ah! Nope.
Let's see.
Nope.
Todd Howard lies. Oh, right, of course. It's not a mute. RE5 and RE6 Gold Editions had everyone on disc. They should be doing that, but hell, a lot of these companies think they can get away with just screwing you over.
Yeah, to be fair, when people bitch and moan about all that shit, I actually do remember when I got the RE5 and 6 Gold Editions, they had everything on them. Hell, when I got my PS4 re-release of RE6, it had all the DLC on the damn disc. All of it. Shit balls! Run, 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 run.
Man, I knew 10 years ago. I learned to hate you in the last 10 years.
Stop having flashbacks during your nightmare, damn it.
No. No, I refuse. Nightmares during my flashbacks are the best.
No, it's flashbacks
Everyone
during your
loves that.
nightmares.
That's what my doctor says, is it's healthy for me.
I really doubt that.
Military doctors, man. There we go.
Marcus's drunk ass.
Damn it, Marcus, you keep passing out in the office. Drunken Brit. Stop flashing
He's
forward
trying
to how
to drink
miserable
it in
your
his
country
sleep.
is. No. He keeps seeing the future and he
And-
starts getting alcoholic again.
And actually, the more frustrating part is I can't even write it off as a bad game because I've played a good ways into this, in the next stage, and it's actually a pretty good game. It just pisses me off because they lied about the distribution.
Well, you know, Bethesda found out that they had accidentally made a good game. And
Right,
what
they
they
had to find
decided
some way
to
to
do
fuck
is
it up.
they needed to do something to make it negative. So there you go. Are the worst doctors. Let's see. Horizon 2 Forbidden West is full physical. 60% of the game was on the data disc, and the last was on the play disc. That's a good thing. More companies should continue to do that.
Well, for my issues with CD Projekt Red, that's how they did it. That's how Square did it with FF7 Rebirth. You had the data disc and then the play disc. That would have been easy enough to do with this if they hadn't decided to be lazy and cheap.
Let's see.
Whether it was a Microsoft or a Bethesda decision, I don't care.
It was definitely Bethesda. I mean, I'd expect it from Microsoft and wouldn't be shocked, but it's definitely a Bethesda move.
Yeah, sadly, the game did get Bethesda, which is really sad because I do enjoy the game. It's pretty fucking cool for like a little exploration, light combat stealth game. But man, that just really turned it sour. Why did I leave this here?
No, you're not a scummy streamer that brings on hoofy pirates and talks about how they're really Captain America. You have standards.
Ooh.
This game got Bethesda. Let's see.
Okay.
The only
Well, now we
thing
have the map.
true is Hod telling us everything in Skyrim Legendary / Special / Anniversary Editions have everything in them, but you just have to buy them again.
Duh.
Another day that ends in why did I buy this? Sorry.
It's okay.
Oh gosh. But oh man, I am very much You know, here's a good question. Who is excited for new Elder Scrolls games? Is
Nope.
anyone?
I'm not buying anything else from Bethesda. I took this because I wanted the last decent thing that was going to come out of Indiana Jones. I'm still annoyed about. Oh, look, it's Tony Todd.
Uh,
That's
well,
fucking kind of awesome, honestly.
don't let the academies know. They'd have to not give him even more awards.
Fucking right. He just fucking takes it away. Ow.
Unfortunately, that was pain.
Noted.
You asked for
Yep, he
it.
definitely
Whatever
did.
you're up to, pal. It ends now.
That's what I tell the Big Show. You know,
Aw.
when I get into a drunken brawl with him,
Get off me, bitch.
it doesn't end well.
Tony
but,
Todd versus Todd Howard. That would end poorly if Tony were still with us, which sadly he's not.
Don't
Get off me.
make me want things I will never have.
Oh, well, cut his face again.
Though I will say this, Todd would probably have a great intro. You know, when he's coming to the ring.
Is that the best you got? Homunculus, don't come touch it.
Oh. I'd still be amused to know if they just gave him the line in Latin or if he actually learned Latin.
Well, they probably coached him. Alright. Let's see.
Ow.
The game got Bethesda.
Well,
Tell me lies, Todd. Tony Todd versus Todd Howard.
I see you're over the hangover, Marcus.
WrestleMania.
The giant.
I didn't see any giant.
I caught someone breaking into the museum. He was tall.
Oh, did anybody watch WrestleMania?
Something.
Well, did you see his face?
I'm curious.
Scarred. Dark skin. He spoke some form of Latin.
Yeah, agreed, Waffles.
Well, that is an...
Also agreed, Phoenix. I will not buy another Bethesda game. I only gave this a chance, like I said, because I wanted the last decent Indiana Jones thing, and a lot of people I respect had said it was a good game. It is. But the PS5 release is total lazy bullshit. Thank you again, Bethesda. And that the last Bethesda game I played that wasn't a Bethesda license was Mad Max, and I really fucking enjoyed that.
Yeah, for what it was a perfectly fine game.
An Egyptian, obviously. A depiction of Bastet.
Let's see.
Bastet statue.
There is that online game, but don't
Yeah,
care
ESO.
for Elder Scrolls anymore.
Look at this. You go
Is
right
Triple Bypass and Lesser McMahon are still in the creative control? I don't think McMahon isn't anymore.
Characters match.
Duck one here.
I've actually heard good things about what Triple H has been doing with the company's creative, but I can understand why some people would not want to see his stuff. But no, I think McMahon is fully on retired at this point.
He said that before.
No, but
no.
they actually had to force him to
Torchy,
retire.
what was that?
W. 003. What was that?
Sealer expedition.
Let's see.
He took the cat mummy, Marcus.
Oh gosh,
Tony, why did you steal some pharaoh's mummified cat?
because cats are the keepers of the dead.
Yeah, Necro, I saw that in the comments on the last video.
Yeah. Let's keep
At least within Egyptian
Triple
terms.
bypass force feeding the vaccine to everyone himself. No, just know he's a dweeb.
All I'm saying is from what I understand about it. But I can understand why nobody'd want to watch. But yeah, I know a lot of people were paying attention to it, but I haven't heard anything about if it was good or otherwise. So I was just kind of curious if anybody had.
You do look worse for wear, Indiana.
Must be something here to patch me up.
I'm sure the nurse won't mind you helping yourself.
Let's see. I think it was through this room. Yeah, here we go. Anything else useful in any of these rooms?
Yeah, I haven't heard
Nope, not yet.
squat about
Splitting headache after burning the midnight.
WrestleMania.
You have a splitting headache after burning the midnight liquor, not the oil.
I wouldn't blame a friend.
Uh,
Bigger liars than Todd Howard. You might want to look at what he said there.
uh-oh. Bigger liars than Todd Howard. Oh. If it's from Mark Metzler or Jim Cornette, then they've been. I wouldn't listen to either of those two if people paid me
Well,
to.
Jim Cornette's been a douchebag for a while, so.
I know, considering some certain connections.
Brody, will you get your ass over here?
Not a big fan.
Oh, don't mention it.
Alright, give me that. The groundskeeper out there. How viscous the midnight liquor was.
Must have got caught when he left through the window.
Let's retire to your office and figure this out.
Good
Oh,
idea.
I didn't want to climb back up. That was my
Somebody
fault.
sure went to a lot of trouble to steal a cat mummy.
Yeah, I still don't get the purpose of stealing
Depends
that in
how
particular.
viscous the midnight liquor was.
6
Viscous.
weeks ago. Something about
All I know is I saw one highlight from it, and I can hear Spoonie screaming in the netherworld.
Do I want to know?
A John Cena Randy Orton match.
Not again!
Again!
They just pulled that thing where they finally let Cena be a heel and lose a fucking big match, and now we're back to Cena versus Orton already?
Well, also he already had a match versus Cody Rhodes, so
Yeah.
who
Who
fucking
cares?
cares?
Who gives a shit?
cat mummy, Marcus.
What are you going to do, Indiana?
I mean, the only thing they could do at this point is like have Randy Orton like kill and eat his family or something.
Oh, God.
Classic covered, of course.
Indiana,
Dawson seems the logical choice.
I
Kittredge.
I just don't know what else could be possibly done. Oh
someone's
man.
left you a gift. How long has that been?
Oh, he needs to come back and do wrestle or something.
I just realized something.
Not since Cairo.
What?
There's something in this, there's a code in this game.
You aren't going to open it, Indiana?
Because I realized when I played this before on my own time,
Yeah.
Is it from?
none of the music that you would recognize from the movies is playing while I'm streaming.
Good.
Doesn't say.
Because it didn't play Marion's theme when he first saw the book there, and it didn't play the Indiana Jones theme when he was running from the boulder earlier.
How are you planning on?
Let's see. Back in my day, wrestling was all about making the wrestlers in my stable do crappy gimmicks, then go on a podcast and blame it on Vince Russo, and then poop on pictures of him.
There's nothing to say, Marcus.
Let's see. Brody, why do you look like Dan Aykroyd with a permanent scowl?
This will be a nice
It's a
day.
condition.
2 months back, when you left for Siwa.
Marcus, you're not helping.
Though I must admit,
Well, to be fair, it keeps people from getting flagged by ShmooTube, so I can't complain too much.
And there's only one way to find out.
Come now, Indiana, you can't travel to Italy. The college would never sanction leave for this. Not in the
Too late, I'm already there.
Marcus, what's done is done. Maybe I shouldn't have gone to the Siwa expedition, but it was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Oh, Torsi, I'm not going to even get involved in that one.
Wasn't there.
I gotta go.
Let's see. Streamer modes are now the thing, which I can't complain about.
Yeah, it keeps people from
Can't
getting
wait for the
flagged constantly.
Oblivion remaster streamer mode because they have to unperson Jeremy Soul. Oh.
Yeah. Hashtag poo-tooed.
You know, how openly do you think I can talk about the leak stuff for Oblivion?
Need help.
I have no fucking idea. I mean, it's out there.
Alright, let me give my general opinions on the things openly put in, and I'm doing a lot of physical air quotes as I say this, on the interwebs by
People.
basically a poorly done site that Bethesda didn't even think about securing. But
Oh,
you
God,
know.
the horse armor. No, stop.
Yes, I saw the horse armor.
They're still doing that?
Yes, and they put it on the poster as a thing about the game.
Oh, my God.
It looks more like Bill Murray. Good. I gotta say this. It looks like they put it through a sepia filter.
What, Oblivion? Oh, yeah, the Oblivion. Oh, God, yeah. Like, we were looking at some side-by-side images the other day, and it really does look like they deliberately dumbed down the colors, man. I don't know why. Everything looks like... It looks like Oblivion, like, went through a famine or something.
Yeah, they put
Everything's
it
all
through,
dry and dead looking. Come
they
here,
put
dickhead.
it fully through sepia, and it just... Oh... You know what they say when in Rome? Oh! Box Italians?
For real, Dulce, you motherfucker. Sit down.
Oh, it's not even a brown filter, it's a sepia filter. And I'm kind of puzzled
The combat, by the way, is really difficult.
why they did it, because I
Sit
think
your dumb ass down.
everyone that's played Oblivion remembers it being pretty colorful.
You got an answer there.
Because it was the brown filter era and can't have Oblivion have vibrant colors. The piss filter, pretty much, Paul. This thing it just bothers me. I'm like, I could have almost considered it if I saw it in like a discount thing for like $25.
Oblivion went through the New Vegas filter. There's one for you.
Because Obsidian tried to get rid of the Bethesda green filter.
You know, the pre-shitty Matt Hansen version of fucking Obsidian. When Obsidian still gave a shit.
Don't send me into a deep depression.
I mean, you know.
We don't have to.
I don't have to, you know. But it's true.
You don't need to
And let's be real. Everybody needs to remember that Matt Hansen is a fucking racist piece of shit douchebag.
I don't think Favre likes him very much.
Bethesda is depression. It's certainly become that way, yeah.
It's certainly gotten to be depressing, honestly. What do you want? Horrible truth or sweet, sweet Todd lies? You know, if he comes out one day at a presser to the tune Tell Me Lies, I might I might have a stroke. Hey, buddy. Ooh, my cat just headbutt me. He's like, please, don't let Todd Howard get to you. Alright. Here we go.
Alright, gonna have to fight him. Here, let me hit you with that bottle for a second, huh?
What's up, little buddy?
Okay, fuck that guy. Hello, shovel.
At least we can all feel safe and secure that it wasn't Morrowind, right? They'll do that next.
Yeah, probably. Would not surprise me in the slightest. No!
Ruin everything about Morrowind that made it interesting or unique.
Torshi, please make it stop.
I'd be laughing to the grave if Todd did that.
You know,
You just hear that opening sting of "Tell Me Lies," and then he just comes like strutting out. Oh gosh, that would be. You know what? I'd have to give him points for that one. Like, yeah, the guy knows. The guy knows.
Ooh, hello there, wrench. Give me that.
And he's committing to the bit. Gotta give him respect for that. Oh gosh. But no, I don't know. You know, because the sad thing is, I would have been kind of okay with an Oblivion remake,
Bonk!
even though it wasn't really one of my favorite games.
I'm pretty sure that would have killed him there, Indy. You clocked him in the back of the skull with a pipe wrench.
Oh no, that doesn't work that way in movies. Don't do it in life, kids.
Yeah? Nah, the wrench is still better.
Unless you really pray for a, conviction.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let's see. He headbutted you? Kitty depression. Yeah, he does that when he doesn't think I'm paying attention to him. Back in my day, wrestling was pretty much the same as you both. There isn't
Yeah,
much of
pretty
a gap
much.
between our ages.
No, there's not. There's not.
Get on the bus. We're going down to get the tapioca. And make fun of Vince McMahon for being old. Also, we gotta give him hell for that weird guitar thing in the 80s.
Really, Phoenix? Get the candlestick and take someone out in the study? Awful. Give me the map.
Oh, so Indy's secretly Colonel Mustard. It suddenly makes sense.
Give it a wrench back, damn it.
Let's see. Come on. Do more
More what?
do more cornet impressions.
Oh, God.
Oh, gee, I'd have to actually study up on him. I have a natural aversion to anything featuring Jim Cornette.
I mean, to be fair, Cornette's worse than Michael Cole. I noticed the dead silence after that statement.
I don't know how to feel about that.
Well, it's because it's true. Michael Cole's a fucking doofus, but
I sat there in like silence, not sure if I was disgusted enough. Like, oh god, we're having to make that argument. Like, oh.
What the hell? That was weird. Sit down, damn it. Whoops, he says. Alright, let's put you somewhere that I'm not going to... Oh, right through the table. See you immediately. Like maybe back over here. That's a good question. Why did you do that?
Contempt, sadness, you know.
I love the dude. He's like, why are we occupying the... Okay, so everybody who doesn't know, I am in Italy, and given the time period, for once somebody's not making the Nazis the only villain in the game. We're actually dealing with the Italian fascists right now.
No, you're dealing with the only fascist in that war.
Yeah, but I figure I say it that way, nobody can make any weird distinctions.
But the Germans were socialists.
Yeah. My point being, it's more for other people's benefit.
Remember when McMahon first took over? Meek, barely affordable voice. When the late 80s, 90s, the man now talks in all caps. Oh,
yeah,
are we talking dude rag Vince?
Oh, God.
Which, I don't... There's a part of me that absolutely loved dude rag Vince, but at the same time, I'm like, oh boy. My armor is of contempt.
Jeez.
But Freddie Donut Roosevelt was a big fan of El Ducho
Freddie Donut.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
Look, if Vince McMahon listened to me, then Deborah C. Deborah would win the Monday Night Wars.
What in the hell are you on about?
I was just reading a comment.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fair, I guess. Oh, there we go. Up, please, thank you. Yeah. Okay, now
I'll tell
let's
you what,
see.
I remember getting really confused when Sting showed up looking like the Crow. And I was like, what the hell is going on? Where's his blonde hair?
Yeah, I mean, back when he looked like a buzz cut version of the Ultimate Warrior.
He was Discount Warrior. That's what I called him for the longest time.
Oh.
But I like Sting. He was good for what he did. It's just I was very confused
What
why he.
happened to the 40k bolt gun DLC videos?
Oh, what happened is unfortunately, I had an unannounced amount of stuff come out. I am going to try to get back and finish those,
Nice, Phoenix.
but things have been really getting in the way. That's what happened to them.
Um, TLDR, too much real life shit happened, and we haven't had time for him to get back to it.
I got sick, and then I was trying to pick up slack on several other projects, and I just hadn't gotten time. Not that that's a good excuse, but
Well, shit.
I do want to finish it so that playlist is 100% complete.
Are you done?
Let's
Jackass?
see, Phoenix. Even though they chose the fascist route because they were piss scared of Germany and originally wanted to take the commie route. Well, Mussolini was a socialist, and he's
Thank
pretty
you,
much
shovel.
the father
Wait a
of
minute.
socialism in some ways, at least in that
Hammer, shovel. Nope, give me the shovel.
time period's modern iteration. And he believed in the corporation was the people were the corporation.
Right.
He was an inspiration for the Mustache Man. And,
Torchy says it was the other way around.
Hmm?
Torchy says it was the other way around.
Which was?
Good question.
Dollar Tree Wars.
Bonk. Bink.
That kind of
Bonk.
scares me.
Another time.
But he effectively
Give me that.
inspired Hitler initially. But Hitler did kind of grow to have a lot of contempt for him.
How the hell do I get up there?
But that's also there's a whole host of weirdness involved in how these different groups formed. But effectively,
Bink.
World War II was just one big socialist fap-off.
That's a way to put it, really.
Well, you had all of these socialist groups all competing with one another, and the real thing that they were fighting over, because most people don't understand, was effectively if international socialism was the thing or national socialism was the thing. And you have a situation where effectively most people make their judgment calls off a kind of weird sources that make no sense.
Torchy had one for you.
Let's see.
About the Japanese.
Huh. It didn't pop up for me yet. Let me check the chat thing.
It says money.
Except the Japanese. Theirs was a military infighting well, effectively the Japanese were the final bit of feudalism. They were really kind of the last feudalist state in many ways, at least in that war. But for the most part, when we're talking Europe, it's a bunch of socialists fighting a bunch of socialists, and them all claiming that the other's not a socialist because they're the controller of the true form of socialism, and it gets ridiculous the more you look at it and go, they're all socialists.
There you go, Torsi. Boys, don't fight. All your socialism is bad.
Exactly. So I was really confused when I came to the States and people kept referring to fascist and then
I
they
need
would
to check
talk
on that door.
about Germans and I was like, what? Because even in Germany,
Torsi says, imagine doing a revolution. Here, you should read that one.
let's see. Imagine doing a revolution to remove the samurai oligarchy only to replace them with an... Which is exactly all they did. Like, if people want me to talk about that, that's probably more YouTube friendly.
Why not?
So, when the Meijin rebellion, revolution, whatever you want to call it, happened, all it did was remove the samurai system or the military system, and it replaced them with lords, things like counts, and
He's
so
got
on and
another
so.
take on that.
Let's see. Samurai bad, but let's invoke Bushido to make soldiers kill themselves for us. Exactly.
Sit down, you idiot.
So, really, very little happened. The only thing that really happened out of the Meijin was some societal changes, and mostly the emperor taking control, because traditionally Japan's system was a division between the emperor, who was the spiritual leader, and the shogun, who was the military leader. Now, this didn't change the fact they were super feudalistic until, well, after World War II. So it's an interesting thing when we talk about a lot of these things.
Still a sock puppet.
I would also say this. Japan was the only right-leaning group in World War II. If people like it or not, they were the only
Hammer?
actual version of right wing's extreme, being a feudalistic system.
Yeah.
Everybody else was extreme left wingism, which is just collectivism as showcased by socialism.
Torchy's got a statement there. So did Necro, but I didn't
Oh,
catch
fun
it.
times. They were nuked twice and abandoned and abolished the imperialist government in favor of democracy, with the current emperor being nothing more than a power's figurehead. Yep.
Looks like I gotta go that
And
way.
quite honestly, from the perspective of the Japanese, the emperor has really never been, up until mostly the 20th century, effectively, anything but a spiritual kind of leader. So him not really being in control is a good thing. So I can't blame them for their alterations, but it was a weird system that they went from one military system to another. A lot of East Asian politics is just authoritarian and collectivism in varying degrees. Yeah,
Nice
you
view.
have a whole bunch of different kind of issues, but
Yeah.
also it's got to do with the characters of
Thing in here I can
those
use.
governments and those people, as they're going to want and desire different things. Oh gosh. But I will say that yeah, I'm not real wild about certain elements. Oof.
All right there.
Yeah, just these parts have a really obnoxious priming on them.
Oh, right.
And I don't like people who prime on I don't like priming on the sprue. Don't get me started on Southeast Asian politics. Like, woo! After World War II, the emperor got depossessed as a surrender condition. They reverted to a feudal system after World War One. Then the West denied the rewards for assisting the Allied powers. Yeah, there's a whole kettle of fish when we talk about matters with Japan, just in particular, or the Republic of China, but we're going to leave that one alone.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so it's really interesting to talk about some elements of it and just how some of these countries developed. But I will say that World War II was generally an ugly war fought by people just fighting over variations
Oh,
on one system.
jeez.
Like the Speranos with Junior as Emperor being completely powerless and lightning rod for the wet rest, but the Japanese not Italian
This is all
Jersey mob.
Roosevelt's fault.
Surrender condition.
Get your ass in there.
Well, honestly,
Oh, wait, give me that.
we can blame a lot on Roosevelt. I mean, I'm cool with it.
I'm fine with that
There-
myself,
There are
frankly.
things that are not his fault that I'm okay with blaming him for.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's like, that happened yesterday. Well, yeah, it's still Roosevelt's fault.
It's fine.
Just need a little light distraction.
But, yeah,
It's in here.
it's interesting in
Money.
regards, but it definitely made some of my school efforts kind of complicated.
Oh, that's a dog. Let's
As we
just
could
not.
probably tell, I was surely the darling of my teachers. But end of the day, I kind of wish they taught a more in-depth thing on World War II, but considering the proclivity of a lot of teachers these days,
You mean communists?
that's kind of what I meant. Ooh, a proper economics class would probably go a pretty long way, honestly.
Bink!
That'll do it.
Do they even teach economics anymore?
Dude, they weren't teaching econ when I was in school.
Did
But
I
then
just-
again, I was forced to graduate from a California school system, so.
I was gonna say, is it just that I went to a
Bonk.
really weird
Oh.
school? Bring
Jackass.
back civics. Yeah,
Lemons.
I
I'll
could
take your
support
lemons.
that.
Item limit reached.
I blame the cryptid stairs to nowhere in Yellowstone National Park on Roosevelt. Damn right.
Wow.
You know, if it wasn't for Roosevelt, we wouldn't have this. We'd have a decent country. Without staircases to dang where nowhere. But instead, we got a degenerate country with staircases that don't even go place.
Yeah, because the stairs are definitely the worst of the problems that came from that.
Damn right. Can't trust it.
What's this?
Oh gosh.
I keep forgetting you're doing that, and so that scratching noise keeps freaking me out.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Let me see. Give me that money.
I
me those
normally
bullets.
wouldn't be working on a project at the same time, but
Aha!
I gotta get some done because I kind of want to do some more videos on it. But
Okay.
I can
I
stop
do
in a minute.
not want to go loud in the middle of this village, so let's just put that back away.
Italy's okay with it.
I don't really think that's true.
No?
No, I don't think so.
You sure?
Pretty sure.
Dang. I'm disappointed in Italy.
Where'd the damn club go I dropped? There it is. Give me that.
Let's see. They did so by hand selecting everyone in the Japanese democratic government while they had a provisional government at the
Bink!
time.
You might think you're
Sit
doing
down.
me a
Yeah.
favor.
Check
The end of
ass.
World War One screwed everything up. Like, Germany deserves the hate for World War II, but France and England deserve a lot for laying the
Well,
foundation of
people
it
like
all.
to forget. I would say people like to forget that France and Britain were responsible for what put Germany in the position that brought a certain individual into power in the Workers' Party.
Yeah, I can say this.
They literally created their own monster.
I think if it wasn't for basically
Bap!
England and France desperately wanting to
Oh!
seize German
Mikey.
assets, that they could have kept a certain guy from popping up, but, you know, that
Yeah,
wasn't
here.
going to happen.
Another book.
The sad part is that, England does tend to exercise itself from any misdoings.
Yeah.
I think this is why they're in such a difficult position.
Motherfucker, did you not have a club on you? You suck. Give me this hammer.
He wasn't going clubbing.
You are a terrible person.
Yep, that's true.
There's no way this has more durability than the hammer. It does not. You'd rather have the red alert. I bet you would.
Oh man, I miss the Red Alert games.
I certainly miss some of the girls from 3.
Let's see, it'll have the Red Alert timeline, chronospheres, and Tesla coils. No mustache man, but World War II with the Soviets. Well, it would have been more productive. Though I will say this, it probably would have been shorter.
This motherfucker is sleeping.
Just because of how
This
non-functional
motherfucker
they
is
are.
sleeping on duty.
Well,
You won't do that again, will ya?
yeah, because he'll never wake up.
Dereliction of duty, motherfucker. It's the death penalty.
Dang. They're hardcore on it.
And this guy strolls in just as I hide the body.
That was just called good timing.
Give me this. Ooh, there goes the guy with the dogs. Yeesh. Do not want to mess with that. Instead, we'll fucking hurt this guy.
No dog work for you.
Bink! Bonk! Come here, stupid.
I think it's safe to say we all miss Tim Curry at this point.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty safe thing to say. Oh, dog man, go away.
Like that old song says, you never know what you got till it's gone.
Kind of how I feel about the whole thing with Lance Hendrickson getting so old.
Yeah, and we don't replace
Don't you
him
wake
with
up!
anything.
Square.
That man's going to catch fire sooner or later.
No, we don't know that. Maybe he won't.
Too bad it's not an actual sword. Taking that note.
Interesting.
I am not going to bust up that violin. No. I will not do that.
That would make Mother very sad.
Because that make me sad.
Stop being sad.
That's why I'm not breaking the violin.
Get
I don't need
glad.
help. I blame Edith Wilson. Wilson. Why not?
Exactly. He should also be blamed for our lack of Tim Curry. I don't know how he's involved. I
I
don't know
believe
why he's
I believe
involved.
that Edith was Woodrow Wilson's wife.
Well, I'm willing to blame her too. Also, we are pretty sure she signed a bunch of executive
Jill
orders.
Biden, probably similar to that situation, I'd guess.
So I would love them to do a thing just to figure
The
out.
first female president of the United. Oh God, where's that
Ugh.
motherfucker with the dog? I don't see him. Weird.
Fun
Concerning
fact,
even.
I've met more women who are against the idea of a female president than men,
Shit, the dog guy saw me.
which I thought was hilarious.
Well, women tend to kind of be suspicious of other women, usually for good reason. My wife hates most other women, and not for anything involving me, even, although that doesn't help.
That would probably make it worse.
Well, consider her opinion of one of my exes.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. I think that's just better to not do.
Will you please take your nice German Shepherd and go find something else to do?
No.
Go on, keep walking.
No. Okay. Almost done with this piece.
Time to go.
I bet this had been primed and just sat in so much freaking attic for like a couple years.
I feel like that might be an accurate guess at the very least.
They bought it, primed it, forgot it existed.
Plausible.
Then their wife's like, what the hell is this? Get rid of it. Don't get mad. Get glad. I remember those commercials.
Mm-hmm.
The first female president. It was her.
Okay, taking that repair
I can't tell you how proud I was to vote against Hillary Clinton.
Oh, you and a lot of other people.
This is revenge for the Mortal Kombat hearings.
Oh. Revenge for letting Jack Thompson become a meme.
You and Lindsey Graham could go to hell. I'm sorry.
That is not really grounds for apology, in my opinion.
It's more of just oof.
Nope.
I do
That way
not.
looks like.
I remember the 90s and the BS they pulled.
You mean the BS that you have some of the people on Twitter, like John Doerr, trying to pull these days?
Yes. Male Hillary Clinton.
God help me. John Della Clinton.
Just wish he wouldn't act like it.
Hello. Shut up. Oh, goodbye. Jackass. Where'd your stupid baton go? I think it
Or
rolled
publish
downstairs.
things that he doesn't want to admit
Shit.
to, considering he's a Christian under female names.
And he keeps claiming that there's nothing wrong with that, which of course his supporters claim the same thing.
There is everything wrong with it when you claim to be a Christian.
Why do I always get the boring jobs? Well, it's
Because the
because you're
exciting
boring.
ones are for rank.
I said it was just because he was boring. There's two of them in here. This could be a complication. Or not. Gesundheit, motherfucker. What am I hearing? That's a good damn question, isn't it?
Extreme violence?
Get that. This is so fucking ridiculous. I have to try it at least once.
Russian Gina Carano time lane sounds decent. Wait,
Oh
would that
yeah.
mean that I would have been raised in Germany? Wait, I wouldn't
Bonk.
even exist.
Bonk. Bonk.
Oh, clearly you would, Phoenix.
Big, don't you be calling for help,
Don't
bitch.
worry.
You would
Have
definitely
faith in the best of us.
exist.
Hello there. Taking that. Whee!
You would just exist in a different thing. Instead of being Australian, you would be very much into Beer Fest,
Well,
along with my family.
let's just drop this guy over here.
Now get your lederhosen on, yeah?
Never. I don't care how much German beer you offer me.
The thing that stops all, like, negotiation.
Is the Lederhosen. Yes, you're entirely correct.
A bridge too far is the lederhosen, I'll tell you what.
I don't care how traditional it is.
Think of the people. Let's see. Oktoberfest, yeah?
You
And
pronounce...
think about it like this. You would be in a timeline with Gina Carano and an accent. Yeah.
I mean, Gina as a Russian sniper is very nice, but I'm not gonna lie and say that Dasha wasn't doing it for me before Gina in that game.
Look, we all have to pick our battles.
I'm sorry, Dasha was my top girl on the Russian side, and Lisette was my top girl on the Allied side.
A foreign spy.
I actually played a lot of Red Alert 3.
I liked Red Alert 3. I especially loved the part where it was space.
Spice! I cannot do that accent. I don't think anybody can.
I don't think
What
Tim
the
Curry could do much
fuck is
of
this?
that accent.
I meant the accent he was doing.
He was doing something, alright, I'll tell you that.
Alright, fuck it, you're right in my way.
Close enough.
Shut your frickin' mouth, you big glummox. Now bring your big stupid ass here. I gotta put you somewhere else.
What did his ass do to you? Octon, mein Lieben.
He was big and chunky and in my way. That's what he did.
Oh. Well, see, this is the problem is, normally we could just throw all the Germanisms around. Now we have a bunch of Italians.
You big, heavy son of a bitch. Ah.
Oh no, my linguini.
Hey, look. You're talking about that leather, but Dasha was wearing that little short leather black... Dasha was wearing that little short leather black dress uniform thing. And freaking Lisette's uniform just hurt me. Alright, now what in the hell is the deal here? Are we finally where we need to be? Oh, there you are. Good God.
Antonio.
They got you under, like, house arrest or what? What the hell's going on here, Padre?
Stuff.
We have to make haste.
You said it. I heard you say it.
With a black shirt on his way to the Castello.
Father Ventura?
What's that?
Ah, the famous Ventura Boulevard.
Ventura.
We call him the Men in Black. A friend of Mussolini.
Oh, great.
Practically runs the Vatican now that the Pope has taken ill.
Let's see.
Like if Cave Johnson ran for office.
Oh,
You saw about J.K. Simmons playing the president in that game.
oh.
You forgot, didn't you? that J. Jonah Jameson was the fucking president in that timeline.
Are you serious?
I can't hear them anymore.
I think they're gone.
It was the best timeline. How did we miss out on that?
Fascista are everywhere. Shameless.
Who's the guest they're with?
We're not going there,
I
Torshi.
have no idea.
Let's see. And the Japanese emperor is, oh, yeah.
I feel like that's less of a surprise than some of the things that have happened in the Vatican.
Yeah, but didn't he in that game have a canonically have a son?
Yes, he did.
We made it, Henri.
So it was the actor, not the... Kind of like Sulu, it was the actor, not the character.
No, he was just playing by typical Japanese noble roles.
Oh.
He liked to play both sides of the field.
My side.
Wow, well...
Follow me.
Going for that Nobunaga style.
Antonio.
For me?
No, that's the latest humdinger out of New York City.
Grazie. Amigo mio. I think you need some rest.
Let's see. They got him to say, all your base all belong to us. Japanese emperor is gay. What? He kept saying Western barbarians like he was getting angry at being interned at a camp for being Oh.
Wow.
I know that joke right there. Or how about he blew it on Robo President. Oh.
You want something to eat?
Oh. The sadness.
I'm looking for someone. Tall fella.
Look, sir, I don't know why you're looking for tall men, but this is not the docks.
Giant. He stole something from me, and I need to find out why.
Did you steal?
Well, a cat bone. Very unusual for where it was found. And the thief left behind his Vatican calling card.
Vatican robbery connected. That seems a bit far-fetched, don't you think? Can I see this?
Yes.
Alright, let's let you see this. Here you go.
What do you make of this?
It looks like the sigil of the Vatican Secret Archive, but there's something different about it. Are you sure you want to investigate this one?
It's driving me crazy. There's more to that cat money, and I'm not letting that
Zophia's uniform was half bad either. I'd like Tanya during as well. Tanya was very nice. Do either of you have the Ratchet and Clank HD collection? Do you have that, Barf?
Somewhere, I think. I don't know where, though.
Hidden in the holy city.
Ratchet and Clank is a fantastic series. Come on, guys! Red Alert 2 and Red Alert 3 stream. Get your PS3 and play.
I can't stream from the PS3, dude.
Let's get you dressed like you belong here.
I have to see what I can come up with.
Now I remember. This symbol you showed me, I have seen it once before. Yes, in the conservation workshop. Most likely nothing, but you did say you wanted to investigate this.
It's a lead worth following.
You can put these on.
I don't know, Waffles. It might look familiar at the very least. And now we have to
Is
disguise
it
ourselves.
just me, or is that actually the same room in the intro to Return to Castle Wolfenstein?
Perfetto, Mimi.
Except for the pouch sticking out of there in the back.
Found another colony.
Is it wrong that I get kind of sad when I remember Bethesda has Doom?
Oh, dear God. You creepy motherfucker, you.
Father Gallagher from St. Joseph's, Boston.
In America. You're here to help. Antonio is going deaf, he says. An old war wound, I'm told.
I'm just here to serve God. Aren't we all?
You are a creepy little bastard, ain't you?
Credo che al Santo Padre sarebbe in quanto contrariato se introducessimo individui discutibili nella sua città.
Naturalmente, Padre Ventura.
He's not creepy. He's overly friendly. That was a joke, by the way.
Yeah, well, considering he's a friend of Mussolini.
He's a jolly fellow.
Good luck, Indy. If you need me,
Oh, is he the guy that believed in sky giants?
Take a look in the library. See if I can't find that somewhere.
Douchebag. Well, you know.
Yeah. Oh, really? Is that what they're really going with?
What? What? What?
If that's true, good God.
What?
Are you sure you want me to say it?
Well, you already brought something up, and I don't even know what it is.
Okay. Cold Fusion said, yeah, God is Satan, by the way. Spoilers in the latest Doom timeline.
That's what they're doing with Doom now? That's, peculiar.
But that's why I said I was sad that when I remembered that, Doom is owned by Bethesda.
How'd you find that out? Where'd you see that?
That's what Cold Fusion said.
Excuse me, sister.
I'm not sure because I don't.
Waffles, where did you hear that? Oh, is that from fucking Douche Eternal? I was honestly hoping that the Dark Ages would undo some of that dumbassery, but who knows anymore. What's this? Giant's Pit. Oh.
Never ever.
Oh, wasn't that fucking cute? Nothing good, I'd say. I'm gonna guess nowhere good. I like Russians just fine. Yeah, that's a problem, isn't it? Can't see anything.
I like me a good Moscow Mule occasionally.
Gotta be somewhere.
Let's see.
Where's my glider?
The creator, the being who made the Maker, is effectively God, and the final boss and Satan, basically. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I got it. Hold on. I'm gonna have to. There we go. Let's just take this. That'll work.
Good Lord.
Hello there.
Oh, be careful.
Wasn't this lovely?
No. If you guys were fans of Quake, look at the last scene.
Oh no. Dude, look, I will 100% level with you. I got Eternal and I played it, but I didn't bother to finish it. I did not.
What
I
they
liked
done,
2016 so much better.
What have they done to Quake?
Oh, I know all about Lydia Winters, Phoenix. Please don't do that to me. Please do not remind me of Lydia. It hurts my head. And other things. The Dark Ages trailer, oh god.
Oh, really? Are they trying
no.
to tie the two?
I fucking hope not. That's just too weird.
As much of
Some hints of Quake.
an original OG Doom guy as I was, I've actually kind of always preferred Quake.
Well,
Though I will say it's ugly as sin, the early games.
Padre, I believe we have an issue here. Oops, didn't mean to throw that away. Fuck. Oh well, we've lit the torches anyway. Looks like we're going to have to... Yeah, do that. Up. Blah. Nasty.
Yes.
Okay. Ancient sewer water.
Everyone loves ancient sewer water.
Oh, somebody's been busy down here all by themselves. Alright, Padre, how do I open this gate?
With your mind.
Chain?
Yeah, I knew that.
Oh, there it is.
New one, some hints of Quake. Oh no. I have not kept up at all with the newest stuff. This is the most evil lie from the pit of hell, Waffles. Never say that again. If you guys were fans of Quake, look at the last scene.
Yeah, you read
New
that already.
one, some hints of Quake. Well, it's just speculation, but you aren't just fighting demons from hell
Go away,
at this
rat.
the rate. Oh, jeez.
Goody.
This writing certainly is.
The only thing I know that gets away with that, in my opinion, is Bayonetta, because Bayonetta kind of toys with the whole battle between heaven and hell, and Earth just being stuck in the middle.
The angelic makers.
Okay, and maybe Darksiders
was made by him being and now just oh, for Lord.
Dumbed down explanation on the new Doom. Well, oh, there's something else there.
You know, this might be a map of those inscriptions.
Sorry, that's basically dumb. I understand. I just I don't understand the move for Bethesda in that, but it's Bethesda, so modern storytelling to try and reduce the number of IPs or at least create as much leeway in the stories. Oh god. Well, then the third game happened and the multi.
Aha! I needed that.
I really did not want Doom to be a multiverse game.
Alright. Well, I need to get back up there and use this key.
To me, they are very separate, very their own thing.
Yeah, Quake and Doom, there was never any, in my opinion, requirement for them to be even adjacent, let alone connected to one another. They're so very different in theme, you know. One, they just need to stay a sci-fi shooter and a sci-fi kind of supernatural shooter separately.
I'm sure it will. One way or another.
Never needed to be connected. It's just weird. Quake Champions. That was non-canon, though, so I'm not really sure I'm going to count that one. Excuse me. Okay, key. Thank you.
Well,
Post
what
office
little
is down
hope
here.
I had, which was very, very faint, of them
Quake
not
is tricky. That's
messing
fair
up
enough.
is pretty much gone.
If that is true, then yeah, I don't know if it is. It probably is, but who knows anymore. Post office. Okay, we don't want to look like a
Only the
tourist
shadow
here, so let's
knows.
just put this away. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, you see what they're doing with the Vatican right now, don't you?
Should see about that killing, too.
That's fine. That's just normal.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. The Strogg-focused one was good as a mystery. Nobody know who made them. Military cyborg monsters. Yeah, basically.
My favorites was Quake 1 and 2.
Fair.
Didn't Night Dive do a remaster of the original Quake?
Yes.
We gotta track that down at some point.
Quake 1 was... I guess I kind of liked Quake 2 better, but I never had an issue with Quake 1. I do not think they want to wash away their sins, only
Quake and
multiply
bake.
them. Okay, I liked that conversation there. When the one father's hopeful, he's like, perhaps the members of the army will come here to wash away their sins. And this one's like, I don't think they want to wash away their sins, only multiply them.
I never know. Let's see.
Uh-oh.
I like the Strogg focused one. I like the Strogg too. I like the Strogg because they were a good bad guy. I didn't like it when they explained the Strogg.
You mean Quake 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, that did hurt things a little bit.
And despite myself, I do like Quake 1, but, you know, I don't really consider it in line with the other Quakes, honestly.
No, it doesn't exactly fit with
So
the later
Quake
ones, which is...
a gray area, but it was never connected to Doom at all. Nope.
No. Not even a little.
And I prefer it to stay that way because I think it's dumb to have to connect everything.
No, I absolutely agree.
Also, they just don't mesh. But that's a personal opinion, so...
Nope. Oh, yeah, we can.
Always take that with a grain of salt.
Oh, yeah, you mean Johann Strauss? I remember him. Peter Stormare's character in Quake 4.
Oh.
Hopefully that Dark Ages... I didn't catch all that. Hopefully the Dark Ages...
Hopefully that Dark Ages trailer with Cthulhu was just something else.
Cthulhu?
Ranger needs to kill Cthulhu and go back to the Earth. Exactly. That's him. Oh. Yeah, I just... You know, I like certain things, and... Oh boy. Oh boy. There's just some things that I'm like, do we have to?
I think I'll unlock that. Thank you. Need 100 for that one. Okay.
But we'll see what happens with some of it. Unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, this is going to be a whole thing.
Trying to take care of some of this.
Hopefully nobody notices this, because it's not going to look odd at all. A priest being up here on top of this thing.
A priestly mix of the Indiana Jones adventure theme comes on.
Oof.
It would be kind of funny. Dumb, but funny.
Now I have to figure out how to get in there with this asshole with the dog standing in the way. What is that? Nothing. Shit. Alright. You know what? You go off and do Dogman things.
No, that's a successful kids novel series about a kind of a grisly thing happening.
Yeah, a recipe.
It's like if you imagine, it's like
Antonio was
a
right.
dude having his dog's head sewn onto him after both got killed in the explosion. And it's kind of like, okay, very German of it.
These motherfuckers are arguing about who wasted all of their money. These two fascist soldiers. And the one dude's defense was that he needed to freaking replace the bottles of wine they stole from the captain, which was why he spent all their money.
Oh. Or they were going to have a very bad experience with the black shirts. Oh, they'll be fine. Perfectly fine.
I guess neither of you are who I need to talk to. Ah, there he is.
It was for my commander Ripolo.
Excuse me, Ernesto.
Let's see. If Bethesda is trying to connect Quake and Doom, it'll just be like Raspberry Twisties all over again. A horrible flavor.
Oh, God.
Dang it, Phoenix. Why do you keep doing this to yourself?
Yes, the fascists are. What is the word? I should not say. You have lost something, yes? Perhaps it is here in my collection?
Yeah, I need a camera. Antonio tells me you have some...
Wolfenstein New Blood.
Antonio sent you?
He's a friend.
Oh, wow. Thanks for setting me up for failure there, Padre.
I only have one camera. It is very special. Quite small. Maybe this big.
His immediate response is just, wow.
So beautiful. You would need... well, it's very expensive. More than you could afford.
Look, I need to take some pictures, and there's no other camera in this place. So what do you say?
Well... this is the price you pay. I assure you, it is more than fair.
What is that? I have enough.
It's really that good, huh?
There you go.
Camera is yours.
Yeah, we don't talk about Wolfenstein New Blood in this household.
Thanks,
Dang it.
Ernesto.
This household stream, not allowed. I stopped at Wolfenstein New Order. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we kind of did too.
I'll tell you, it was getting uncomfortably into some elements. It was like,
Just hold still.
It's that easy. Okay, señorita. Go out and enjoy your camera.
what about
The new Colossus, we pretend that doesn't exist.
I try not to talk about it either. In fact, most of the new Bethesda Wolfensteins, I'm more than happy to pretend don't exist.
Pretty much. The only one I thought was any good was that first one I can't remember the name of now.
It's like, from a gameplay perspective, fine. From every other perspective, ugh.
I liked some of the redesigns. I liked some of the weapon remodeling redesigns they did. That submarine was badass. I loved that friggin' thing. So where in the world are we meant to... right. You loathe this weather. I am so sorry for you, signore.
No. Yeah, the way you're carrying this around doesn't seem suspicious at all.
I like these trucks, I won't lie. They're very nice trucks. Use your pontificate, pimp cane.
Pimp cane! I missed a Wolfenstein 2007 that was a weird but good game that's hard to get your hands on. Also, my
Yeah, it
grandfather,
is.
when he was alive, looked almost exactly like Wilhelm Strauss, the antagonist. Wow.
Oh, God.
Personally, I tried to forget Wolfenstein New Order and fall back to Return to Castle Wolfenstein. There's no truck. That's a giant jeep.
Meh.
Before he died, he looked like Wilhelm Strauss from New Order.
Wow.
Very nice. It just means he was a fabulously attractive man.
Well, hopefully nobody hears this.
Good parentage, you might say. But oh man, yeah, the old PlayStation 2 were pretty good overall. A little odd at times, but pretty good.
At times, he says.
Yeah, they had a slight bit of jank to them at times, but they were really good overall. They didn't have like all the weird. I'm trying to find ways to say it on a
What in the world? It
stream.
says there's one there. What the hell?
Almost fetish level focus on certain elements that kind of got uncomfortable
What are we talking about?
in the newer Wolfensteins.
No, I'm trying to figure out what element am I
When
missing?
they would be like hyper focused on doing bad things to German soldiers.
Oh, okay.
Like,
you mean the obsessive level of violence?
Like
Don't you
the
give me
weird
that
kind
look.
of like getting a little too into it kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, you know,
Yeah, I'm gonna have to kind of agree with that one.
it's a first-person shooter. I kind of expect to be like going through and shooting things and not thinking super hard, but the game keeps pulling me out of it and then having like a really long,
Well, it's because
uncomfortable moment with it. Like,
because they kind of made Blazkowicz kind of like an extreme sadist.
like I get that they're the bad German guys, but you're making me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Let's see. Weirdly, my Uncle Merle looked like the betrayer and final bad guy in Dishonored. Wow.
Gotta get a better view.
It was pretty much commie and anti-far wish fulfillment. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, that's one.
Just like the happened with the man in the high castle.
Don't know what that is. I've heard of it. It doesn't mean I've encountered it.
Let's see. There's TV. It was based on a book, wasn't it?
I think so.
I'm not insane.
I don't think so. Description. Oh, TV show, alt history fiction. Got it.
Oh, okay.
Better stay away from here. God's grace to you, sister.
Yeah.
What? Wow. Time to leave.
I
don't know why one of those guys
I,
freaked out suddenly, but
I can kind of see myself supporting the Rocky Mountain states. That's all I'm going to say.
nope, that won't work. Yeah, I think I'm gonna die here because somehow somebody spotted me.
Geographic position.
Peccato. Saluta i fallo fuori. Sei morto, caro mio. Presto prima
Really? You're gonna throw things at me now?
Adesso muori. Hai paura?
Oh shit! I got turned around.
Ehi, coniglio.
Oh, you got a stick. I'm gonna die because there's just too many guys. My stamina's too low. The game didn't inform me that I wasn't supposed to be in that area, so that didn't help.
Philip K. Dick story. Amazon TV show for. Yeah, it's the first problem. Is Amazon TV show. It's only worse if it said
They wasted
Netflix.
Hiroyuki Tagawa. Oh, jeez.
I don't recall Black Lives Matter Antifa retards doing a revolution and single-handedly beating the Germans and Japanese in the book.
Ah, jeez, I set them all off again.
Because that happened in the show.
It's not the stick. It's the fact that they see there's a captain here, and the captains can see through disguises, but I don't know where the hell he is. So
Really?
I don't know who saw me.
They did that?
Oh! Yes.
Oh.
Yes, they did.
You have a stick in your hand.
Yeah, that's not why. Okay, I'm gonna have to move.
Look, in the U.S., there's just a lot more violence in religion. Oh.
I don't know if it was this ugly motherfucker or what.
Just check out the chin.
The problem is I'm checkpointed in here. Whoa. You see that guy?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna go through here and try to figure out what the hell it wants me to do.
I want you to do stuff.
Well, there's something. One of those inscriptions is here.
Well, I can't help you there.
It's right there.
New. Deborah Wilson.
Deborah Wilson is just.
Let's not expose Bowser to that person.
Ugh.
Get real weird real quick. That's all I'm gonna say.
Now, where is this fucking captain?
I have no clue.
There's the inscription. Can I zoom in, please? Too close.
Yes.
I need a better angle.
How can I get the angle any better, dude?
You think about it.
There, got it.
Well, then once you thought about it, then you imagine. The imagining, which involves
Excuse me?
imagines.
Okay, I'm going to double back the way I came from before. Because the other one's over there. Oh, God. How?
Well...
Well, that's the whole thing. I'm going to have to find another way around. What are you talking about, Necro?
What? Let's see. I'm not sure.
Me neither.
Oh, look at those vents. What are they doing? Are they doing some repair work?
I'm not sure.
That's so what are you trying to do at the moment?
I've got to get the photos of those inscriptions.
Where are they?
Well, they're all over the damn Vatican City, unfortunately. I got this one, and I got the one in that other area by the fountain.
Okay.
Now the trick is figuring out where the other ones are at.
Do you have a map?
Well, yes, I do have a map, but the map is a little deceptive at times. I hear a cat.
Knowing what happened with Swery, wonder what SBI shill convinced Kojima to cast Deborah Wilson, or did he remember that she did a basic job with Crying Wolf in Guns of the Patriots?
I didn't realize that was her. It doesn't sound anything like her.
Or Kojima is a big fan of Mad TV. You know, honestly, out of those, I think the last one. Considering Kojima's a bit of a
What's this?
odd guy at times, I could see him doing that.
Yeah, I don't get it, Necro. I don't know what he said that was
Blah
odd
blah
to
blah
you.
blah blah.
No idea. Westaboo. Maybe he is.
That's my favorite when the Japanese are Westaboo. It's hilarious.
I wish I knew what the captains
Only reads
look like.
Japanese.
Oh. Yeah, I wish I knew what the captains look like, so I knew who to avoid.
Honestly, the other thing it could be with Deborah Wilson is he doesn't speak like great English. He does speak English. It's just he might not know who are the best people, and the problem is when you go through talent, especially talent
agencies,
agencies, they're
unions.
going to push people, or very certain people, who are going to make them the most money. So,
Hey, that's just how we are, man. I don't know
it's
what to
what
tell
I
you.
do, son. Do what I.
Okay. That
But
is
I'm sorry if it annoys, but it's a bad habit I have. But I could see that being the argument. Honestly, he barely learned the language after
after
4
40
years, and
years.
he's a Westaboo. Exactly.
Need to get away.
But that's me mostly taking a wild guess. Honestly,
Okay, so that's a captain, but I didn't get a good look at him. It's that guy with the white sash on his uniform. Alright. You avoid them.
you probably don't want to mess with him, so yeah.
I don't think I can open this door. Nope. It's barred or something.
But,
oh, wait, yeah, I can.
Fun times in that regard.
Let's step out. Oh, that's a captain. Let's not mess around where he's at. Okay, opened an alternate path anyway. Which is handy. Hello there, what's this? Okay, now I'm curious. I gotta look. Where does this go?
It goes to Gawain.
I suppose that might be true.
Let's see. If you believe David Hayter, they never ever met face to face nor talked to each other after 30 years. Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked. Honestly, I don't know. It's just one of those things. Like, I think it would be funny if he was a big Westaboo, but what can I say?
We have odd senses of humor too, so.
No, that's true. The other thing is honestly, some of the people who get pushed are people who they're not really the most talented. It's just that they have the best talent agent.
Let's just get away from that guy. Okay, that's not what we're looking
Or
for.
to even put it in a way like the most aggressive talent agent.
The hell's that? Oh, yeah, taking that.
But sometimes those talent agents are freaking nutty.
Yeah. I bet. Not sure where to find. Yeah, the fascists have taken it all.
Ooh, let's see.
Yes, talent agents do in fact have more dollars than cents.
Yep. and they don't care because they're
Or like a rock
usually
star who's only propped up by his talented band. Well, that's not a bad one either, as analogies go.
stares slowly at Metallica.
That's the whole fucking band.
I said stares slowly at Metallica. And if anyone wonders, I've had a problem with Metallica after they sued an 8-year-old girl. So, yeah. I won't even pretend like it's not a bias of me going, wow, you guys sued an 8-year-old.
Who in fuck makes a realistic spider earring? Somebody who really likes spiders? I don't know.
Uh,
Somebody who likes to fuck with other people?
that, maybe?
Honestly, as a thing to fuck with people, I can see that being absolutely a thing. Just to freak people the fuck out.
I'd be pretty cross about that. And I'm not even scared of spiders. I'd just be cross because I'd be like, what the hell?
Okay, let's go back this way and just get away from the fascista. Okay, now we're left with a very big problem here. How the fuck I get to that one over there?
You asked nicely.
Yeah, I can't get anywhere near there because that captain's over there. He's the one that keeps spotting me when I go through. I've got to find another way around. Oh, that's not a captain. That's just a guy.
You got concerned, didn't you?
Yeah. Oh, fuck. No, there is a captain back there. Fuck. Where did he go?
He went up.
Yes, I'm moving along. Jeez. There must be some other way around here. Fuck, there's one over there, too. Why are there so damn many of you here?
Well...
Does this door open? No, unfortunately not. There's got to be a way up there. What? No.
It's not 100% true.
Well, there's obviously a way up. Considering I meant to get up there.
But is there?
Is there anything
Maybe
behind
it's
the
a clever
stage?
ruse.
Yeah, there is something behind the stage.
Metal Gear.
There's not a Metal Gear behind the stage.
Damn.
A Metal Gear being behind the stage in the 1930s would be a bit of a break. Oh my god, Torshi, stop it! I see what you did. Oh, shit. There's a repair kit there, but I don't really...
Yeah.
Shit, fuck it. There. Here's what we needed. Got it.
I bet the Patriots are behind this. Damn right they are.
Now I have to get back to Padre Antonio.
Hate seeing brown recluses in my house, let alone a freaking earring. I could understand that.
This guy's a problem. I want to take the fast way down, but if he sees me do that, we have problems.
Yes.
Right. Unless... shit.
Let's see. I bet the philosophers. Let's see. There's
a blue police
box
box.
from England behind the stage.
Gonna have to do this, because...
Alright, Squirt, let's do this.
Didn't really have a whole lot of choice there if I want to get out of here.
Oh man. Can we even, like, talk about how screwed Doctor Who is?
What? Whose permission do I need?
Hmm?
I said, whose permission do I
No, I
need?
mean just in general, because I mean, can we put words in just how over that show is?
Oh, I don't think it would be that friggin' difficult, honestly. It's, kind of screwed itself. Yeah, Planet of the Alien Cells. Yeah, basically. That
I guess
says it
we're
all.
using a term from when I was younger. It's deader than Elvis.
Deader than Elvis, huh?
Yep.
That's one way to put it.
At least that's how my family would throw it around.
Doesn't look like there's another way. This soldier was huffing paint. He collapsed from the lead in it. Oh, wow. Okay, looks like I gotta go back to that courtyard. That's a pretty accurate station. Pretty accurate statement about the BBC there, actually.
Let's see. It's pretty much a Caucasian British humiliation ritual and demoralization propaganda. Yeah, and they wonder why they're losing ratings.
Do they really wonder that? I mean,
I'm sure they're starting to.
I don't think they have much wonder about it, really. Doctor Who is deader than the BBC's credibility. Yeah, well, the ratings and viewership would certainly seem to support that theory.
Po' più a... Vergogno a chiedergli una cosa del genere. No, no, più a destra.
Alright, gotta get back to Antonio's office.
Oh,
What?
nothing.
Lies. I have something for you.
Quindi, did you bring me any photographic evidence of Father Crescenzo's imaginative claims?
Well, since you asked.
Okay, here's what we got. Mind if I borrow your magnifying glass?
By all means. Some of these inscriptions look more like vandalism.
Definitely ecclesiastical.
Could be an early representation of the Christian church.
Let's see. Doctor Who is dead. Yeah.
Huh. Someone has carved Latin all over these symbols.
A secret message from Father Crescenzo, perhaps?
Possibly?
This figure is taller than the others.
Like a giant.
This figure is holding a sword.
Maybe it's a warrior. Your Latin is much better than mine, Indy. What do these...
You live in the Vatican! How is that possible?
The architect of the crusade that did not happen. Door of the fallen angel lies beneath his monument. What does that mean?
You asked that, but
Crusade that did not happen. Dum diversas.
The papal bull.
Yes. After the fall of Constantinople, Pope Nicholas V tried to declare a crusade on the Ottomans, but...
It didn't happen. Nicholas V, his tower. That's his monument. Let's keep looking.
Just take it away, jeez.
A demon guards the way to the underworld, where the tomb of the warrior giant lies.
A demon? A fallen angel? Mother of God, the Father Crescenzo was onto something.
Maybe this giant's tomb lies underneath the tower of Nicholas V.
Yes, but it says here, To enter the underworld, one needs the blood of the 5 sacred wounds. Look.
What the hell does that mean? What's that?
Look closely.
It's a picture.
No, there's something. Oh, there it is.
5 sacred wounds from where Jesus shed blood. I'm gonna need some blood.
The blood of Christ. Nel nome del Padre, Figlio, Spirito Santo.
Oh, man.
What has been hidden beneath the Vatican? Henri, you should go to the Tower of Nicholas V and investigate.
Thank you, my friend. I knew I could count on you. Just like old times.
Till he betrays you.
I think he's probably gonna end up getting killed.
Till he betrays you.
All right, folks. I'm gonna have to call this one for tonight. We still got stuff we gotta do tomorrow. We got another gaming news recording we gotta do tomorrow, and there's a bunch of other crap going on this week that's gonna take up a lot of our time.
Yeah.
So
If
we'll be
anybody,
getting the normal recordings, but you know.
If anybody does so, we do have a sick dog we are trying to make sure gets taken care of.
Yeah. So, no, Torshi. I don't want to talk about it. Stop it. All right. You guys have a great night, and we'll catch everybody later. Thanks for popping up. Anybody who watches this later, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys all later.
Bye, everybody.